Hey guys, okay, so we're on day 5 of sharing our favorite nutrition tips. And let me tell you, it has been awesome hearing from my friends, sharing their favorite tips. We started off with water, then we went to reading labels, then we went to hearing Doug share his health transformation, but how he stays on track by growing his own food. Then last night we had Cynthia who talked about getting protein and fiber from nuts like almonds and walnuts and so many really good things. So we have been getting a plethora of really great tips. And I'm not saying that you have to try to do all of these things at once. You know, I love to say one simple change at a time. And so that is why I'm doing this. Maybe there's going to be that one thing that you hear someone share and you're like, you know what, I can do that. I can add that into my daily routine, and you will be amazed at how just making one simple change can make such a big difference over time. So today I have, let me see if I can add her in here. I have my girl, Hyvel Ferguson Davis, or is it Davis Ferguson? Not sure right now. But Hyvel, she has an amazing story. If you don't know, you better ask me, because I can share her sharing her story. Last month she shared, because last month was Heart Month. And so she's someone who has survived. She survived a stroke and also survived having a heart attack and being on the operating table. And today she lives with the outcome of that. But I mean, you saw her before picture and her after picture. She is doing amazing. She has really just educated herself on the importance and the value of nutrition. So she's someone that we definitely want to hear from, because I know she's going to bring it and has so many great tips. Hey Gwen, I see you on here. Oh wait, I didn't invite her. Let me see. Hi Val, where is she? There she is. So I'm so excited for you guys to hear from her, because she has just learned so much since she has been introduced to this community, and she's just become such a great resource. Now she's actually the ambassador for the American Heart Association. Alongside, she's also the ambassador for the American Diabetes Association. So she is just trailblazing with all that she's doing, not just in her community, but around the country, and sharing this message. She has an Instagram page and a Facebook page called Heart Sisters, and she shares really valuable tips, especially if you're someone who have been diagnosed with having any heart issues or living with diabetes, all of that. Like, she's a great resource. So hold on one second. This may pause because I don't see her on here, but let me send her a message real quick. Hey Gwen, yes. Hi Vel, we call her Vella. She does have an amazing story. Like, if you don't know who she is, then if you would like to be inspired and just hear her journey through everything that she went through, and how today she's just living with so much more vitality and playing it forward. That's what I really love, is that she gives back all that she's learned. And she even has her own, she has her business alongside with me, but then she also makes fresh juices and some different really healthy options, which if you don't like to juice, it can be a lot of work. She makes an amazing blend of juices that are like super anti-inflammatory. So keep an eye out for that. Hey Kip, Kip from Toastmasters. Oh my gosh, I got to make it back to Toastmasters. I do miss Toastmasters. So Vella, I am just waiting for her to join. If you guys have been following this all week, you know that that's my one problem, is getting people to be able to see the notification fast enough. Even though we text before, I don't know what happens, but I've done everything I can possibly do. I even mentioned do not be on your laptop, use your cell phone for this. And then I tagged and everything else. I don't know. She definitely. So, all right, it's Friday. What can I share with you guys? Well, I love that we've been having all these people come in and share their health tips. And, well, not health, but nutrition, favorite nutrition tips. I think for me, because I realized I haven't shared mine yet, and I was wondering, should I wait to the end to share mine? Probably should. But while we wait, I think I'm going to share one. Okay, so my favorite nutrition tip has been to freeze vegetables, like things like greens, before they go bad. That way I can just add them into like something I'm cooking, and it doesn't go to waste, and it's still nutritious. And waste not, want not. And I see Bella. Oh yes, her picture is gorgeous. She's wearing this beautiful dress, the skirt. Okay, I'm gonna add you in, Bella, but wait, I see you. Okay, Bella, just making sure you're on your phone, because I see that the same thing happened last night with, there you go, Cynthia. I couldn't add her because she was on her. All right, Bella's coming on, connecting.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, I am good. How are you?
I am good. I was trying to get on my tablet and that wasn't working.
Oh, yes. It seems like only the cell phone works. Only the cell phone works, but I have been sharing all about you. So at this point, everyone's ready to hear your tip, because I shared how you're an ambassador for American Heart Association and American Diabetes Association. I shared what you've been through, and that if anyone wants to hear your story, we can always share your recording that you did last month, which was phenomenal. And I also I didn't share that you're a wife and mom, but you have been learning so much over the years of being a part of this community. And I said, if anyone is someone to share a nutrition tip, it's you, because you've just learned so many things that you've incorporated now, and now you're playing it forward and sharing with other people what you're learning. So I'm turning it over to you, Bella, to share with us your favorite nutrition tip, or one of them, because I know we have so many, but.
I know. With that, a favorite nutrition tip, it's just the fact that we have to take it easy, and the fact of being diabetic.
Uh-oh. You froze up, Bella. Oh no. You froze up. Oh, Gwen, I like that. Freezing avocados and cutting into chunks before they go bad. That is such a good idea. I don't like avocados, but putting them in a smoothie, I could probably do. And I know that avocados make your smoothies creamier. Oh, we lost Bella, but I'm sure she'll be right back on, so I'm not even worried about it. I'll just wait for her to come back. But I love that tip, Gwen. I probably should have you join me. I would love for you to join me, Gwen, because you are another one. Gwen, she's amazing. She has MS, but you would never know. This lady's out skiing several times a week. Like, I'm so jealous that she lives like right next door to where she could ski in her backyard pretty much. I know you have a bunch of snow in New Mexico, but she's on the border of Colorado. She goes skiing. She just is living her best life right now, and I love it. Hey, Janie. We lost Bella, maybe because she was outside. So, I know when I'm at my house. Oh, you have to be on your phone, Bella, because I don't see the option to add you with your thing. I don't know if she went back on her tablet. Maybe you have to go inside, Bella. And she was just about to go into what she wanted to share. Okay. I can't let you in. You might be on another device, because it's not giving me the option to add you. Let's see. I mean, I could add Gwen if I wanted to. There you go. There goes the camera. I'm adding you now. All right. Thank you guys for bearing with me, because every day has been very interesting when it comes to technical issues. Oh no. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I shared. My tip is throwing your greens in the freezer. Don't let them waste, guys. You know that they've been sitting in there a little bit too long. Throw them in the freezer. If you make smoothies, throw those greens in your smoothie. You're still getting the nutrition, um, and the fiber. There she is. Adding you now. All right, she's coming in. In the meantime, I act like I'm in Paris. So I can't. Who can go fast?
Hello.
Hey!
I was actually getting some sun and my phone kind of, it goes into temperature mode. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on? But we know how crucial vitamin D is. And I sit and sunbathe for an hour a day in my patio.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
That alone is a great tip. Yes, that's
yes,
really good. But I
mm,
know you got something even better for us. So no
yes.
worries.
Like I said, the carb can be your friend, and we have to. The big game changer, I would say, for myself is the fact that I learned how to incorporate carbs into my diet. And we don't have to be afraid of it once we understand how the body utilizes carbohydrates, because the body actually needs it. But what happens is we eat a lot of carbohydrates, but we have to pay attention to what type of carbohydrates we're eating. And I
Mhm.
think the great carb debate starts with the fact of we have to know what's complex carbohydrate in comparison to simple carbohydrates. Now, mostly if you look at a box, mostly, or a cookie or anything that's manufactured in a package, that's a simple carbohydrate. And the body actually doesn't really know what to do with it. It just breaks it down and goes through. But with a complex carbohydrates, nothing's been happening to that food, like a sweet potato. The body has to take that now and digest it, and then take all the nutrients from that colorful food, and then, do what it needs to do with our body, and it goes to different places. So the fact of being diabetic, insulin resistant, played a major role because we eat a lot of carbohydrates. So our bodies are crying for a break. So
Mhm.
once we know how to utilize, and Doug touched on the fact of sometimes when he eat or he doesn't eat, he gains weight. And I'm like, yes, because the fact of we have to eat. It's just understand the balance of the right carbohydrates, incorporating some protein, and you'll see it. So when I see people, like you said yesterday, you go on a fad diet, right? Which is excellent for a jump start, but it's not a lifestyle. It's not going to keep you. So once you understand, people can give you a meal plan and say, eat this. But is that meal plan going to last for your life? Are you going to open up a box for your whole life and eat something from a store in reference to a meal or diet? So it's a lifestyle. Understanding the carbohydrates play a major role in understanding how to decode the carbohydrate mess. There's Atkins, there's keto, there's all type of stuff. But those are just basically temporary. So once we learn about the great carbohydrate divide and truly conquer that monster, know that we can eat. Yes, you can eat rice, brown rice, or just turn that plate around, make it green and colorful as possible. So the fact of, I think carbohydrate is the big mystery as far as understanding how our body utilizes it. And if you want to jumpstart a weight loss, like everybody really wants to, because once you start dumping the weight, I was told by my doctor, if you lose about 10 pounds, it's so much better for your body because, it's less stress on your body, and you're able to actually, get rid of certain stuff like hypertension and stuff. So it's the fact that we need to lose weight, but understand how to lose weight, because I've tried so much. I mean, who can raise their hand and say they've tried the spectrum of diets? And it's like temporary. But once I understood how carbohydrates play in my body, now granted, we all are different, because some people can eat the heck out of carbohydrates because they have a higher metabolism, which is fine. I wish that was me, but in my case, no, it's not. I look at my husband and I'm like, darn you. He can do it, but I can't. So I need to learn how we need to learn how our bodies work. Look at carbohydrates and really turn that plate around, because right now I am at low carb diet right now, or lifestyle, but I incorporate so much of the free foods. I grow my food, my tower garden. If I can take you out, can I take you out there to my tower garden?
Yeah.
The fact of every plate, I put so much greens on my plate because I understand the connection. And like I said, the green is a free food. So I can eat 2, 3, not cups, bowls, and get full off of greens. Instead, oh, the sun is beautiful out here, guys. You're gonna need to get out in the sun. I'm going to the beach today.
Gorgeous day.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
So this here, let me turn it around. This here is my tower. This here is my tower garden, if you guys can see that. And let me turn the camera around so you can actually see the stuff that's on here.
Hey, Josephine, is that wheatgrass at the top, Bella?
No, this here is it's chives.
Oh, wow.
So if you can take a look, you can see my dragon kale. I have so much tomatoes that are growing out, if you can see that. Everywhere, everywhere. Look how big that is. And I don't have to really pay attention to curly kale. You see my curly kale? Girl,
Yes.
we've been chewing on this for months. And I'm hoping that it still catches. So it's so good. And that's more tomatoes. I have bok choy here. Yes, bok choy, more curly kale.
I'm growing bok choy too. The funny part is I planted Swiss chard and somehow I must have accidentally had bok choy already in the net, in the wool. And so you see that Swiss chard and bok choy are growing out of the same rock wool. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is hilarious. At least they look kind of alike, but the bok choy is so much thicker at the bottom. It's so good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yours looks great though. Oh my
and
God.
I have this dill I started, which is great because I'm going to use this a lot.
What do you put dill in?
The dill, you can put it in salads. You can put, yeah, it's really good for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can put it in hummus. It gives it a different flavor altogether.
Yeah.
So like I said, in reference to understanding carbs and turning my plate and looking at food in a different aspect, and sometimes, about the gut bacteria and juice plus, the fact that I consume my fruits and vegetables and I crave it more. So I'm not looking towards salty snacks or sweet snacks anymore. I'm looking towards eating because the food is there for me to eat and it's green and it's beautiful. So I incorporate a lifestyle. Like I put up a post today, it said that we have to look the part, then we have to play the role to become the person that we want to become, which is so crucial. And that's what I started doing with the community because I was lost at one point. And granted, I'm not where I need to be, but I align myself with women because I see people that are doing it because I want to become better. And, so look for ways, look for avenues, look for strategies, arsenals that you can articulate into your life and just do it. Do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. I love that. And you know what? Carbs get a bad rap. We need carbs for energy. We need carbs. Our bodies need it, but we need to choose the right ones. So you're absolutely right. I think people get scared of carbs, but if you're choosing the right ones, like fruits and vegetables are carbs. Those are really good for you. You want to add those in, right? Gwen is like, yes, it's all about the lifestyle. That's right, Bella. So I love that tip today, Bella, because hopefully you alleviate some misconceptions people have about carbs. If you're just picking the right ones, you can eat them and your body will know what to do with it. And if it has some fiber in it, even better. I mean, choose the carbs that you would find in the produce section more than the ones you'll find down the aisles, because everything down the aisle in the grocery store is processed, right? And boxed and packaged. That was phenomenal. Your tower looks amazing. And I know not only does Bella have the tower, but she grows in the ground too. She does both. Like she's definitely a farmer because she's doing it all. And like I mentioned, I told them already, Bella, that you also create juices and that you sell healthy anti-inflammatory juices and that they can find you on your Heart Sisters page or on Instagram at Heart Sisters. So, hey, Monica. Monica's watching too. But I am just loving this series of you guys sharing tips because you're sharing so many golden nuggets. This was so good. And I love that you're out there getting vitamin D. I think I'm going to go out there. What I do is I go outside and I don't have my shoes on. I ground, they call grounding. So I put my feet in the grass and I just let the sun shine in on me. And I feel like it rejuvenates me. I do it for a few minutes. But yes. Thank you so much, Bella. You are just the queen, girl. You have, I mean, to see where you started and where you are now, it's just fills my heart with joy, for real.
No, I thank you for community. And one other tip also, as far as incentive, because I put a post up yesterday. Now, once you have a bad behavior, what you want to do is replace it with a good behavior and add an incentive. And along the way, pat yourself on the back, because it's you, it's your life. And you have to understand what keeps you motivated. So look to you, and it's okay if you fail. It's okay. Another meal is around the corner. Just make up for it. One day, one simple step.
So I have to circle back to that because Bella did this awesome post the other day saying how now she incentivizes herself to eat better. The money she would have spent on probably something unhealthy, she saves that money and is eating something healthier. And it's like, are you putting it in like a piggy bank or something? What are you doing with
Now,
that?
well, let me tell you the quick story. I was a rib lover. Every Friday, I will stop to this corner stand and buy this, that rib with the pork and not
Oh,
the Louisiana sauce and everything. And it's like, wasn't good for me. Now I know. But I used to spend probably $20, and I used to eat one on the way home and have two for my family members, right? So I'm like, wait a second. And that was a ritual for me because that was routine. I was so used to that. So what I started doing was taking that $10 for that sandwich, and I went and opened up an Acorn account online. And every week I would put that $10 into an account, and it has interest bearing. I think it's in the stock market also. And I got a report, was it a few days ago? Because I didn't really pay attention to it because, reoccurring, you really don't pay attention to it. And they sent me an email, I guess, with tax time. And I'm like, what, I have $1,300 in that account? I'm like, yes. So that $10 that I was spending every week for unhealthy and was making me sick and creating a heart issue, I took that money and I repurposed it towards something beautiful. Now I get to buy new plants.
that is
And I
genius.
am happy about that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
best advice I've heard like in forever. Guys, did you just hear what she said she's doing with the money she spend on unhealthy meals? That is incredible.
Yeah, if we think about, if we go to McDonald's and Burger King, how much money we spend needlessly on stuff that's, not keeping us alive. It's not helping our situations. And we take that, like I say, retrain your brain to
Yeah.
modify a bad behavior and create an incentive. And I'm like, wait, what else can I do? Wait a second.
Oh
Because
my God.
it's a beautiful thing.
Guys, if you're not already following Bella, her name is Hi Bell on Facebook, HY. You see she's tagged on here. You have to follow her. She has amazing tips. I mean, she's just blowing my mind right now with what she just shared about putting that money into an account. I love that. I just love that. So, yes, thank you. I feel like this talk right here, you gave a lot of golden nuggets, Bella. So many. And I just love the financial part, the fact that you know what, you're saving money growing your own food too. You're growing your own food. That saves you money. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Not
guys.
only money, not only money, the fact of there's nobody touching my vegetables, my salads, no cross contamination, no pesticides, herbicides. I live for this, and I thank God for my tower, the community, and
Oh,
I was watching it for a while on Facebook and looking at people doing it, and I have to pinch myself, girlfriend, you're doing it, you're doing it. Yes, I am that person. I became that person in my mind that I always wanted to become. So I'm
oh,
grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
oh, we are. I am so blessed by you, girl. You just have no idea. Like, you totally are a blessing in our community, and you bless me all the time. And this talk right here truly blessed me because that is going to be something else, another way we can help people, incentivize them to create better habits. I love it. Oh my gosh, this was a joy. Thank you so much, Bella, for ending this week with with your tips. I loved it. I'm sure whoever's watching loved it. And if you guys are coming in and watching the replay, put replay down here. If you want to hear Bella's story, put that in the comments or send me a message. We'll get that out to you. It's incredible. She's incredible. Thank you so much, Bella.
Bye. Thank you for having me on. Thank you. And
You're
these
welcome.
little
Enjoy
talks
the
have been excellent because they're little nuggets that people can pull out and just utilize right away. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. Today starts that journey. Thank you, Michelle.
Absolutely. All right. Take care, my dear.
Bye, Facebookers.